How One Piece Odyssey's major twists could change its story. While the story of One Piece Odyssey is set to be an original adventure that dips into popular arcs from the manga, certain systems and changes could add some significant twists to the Straw Hats' adventures. As the first fully-fledged RPG to come out of the One Piece franchise, Odyssey's quirks and gameplay systems present an opportunity to introduce major changes to its various storylines, along with adding some unpredictability to standard RPG battles. The Straw Hat Pirates shipwreck on a mysterious island, the crew is separated, and Luffy loses his straw hat. Luffy, Usopp, Sanji, Chopper, Robin, and Franky ventured onto the island to find Zoro, Nami, and Brook. They wandered into King Kong Garden and saw Nami from a distance, cornered by Adele Kong. Fighting their way through Eisas and Dry Penguins, they arrived at the Del Kong's nest, but before the creature could hurt Nami, Zoro appeared and intervened. When the five elders learn that the Straw Hat Pirates have shipwrecked on Wofford, they send a certain person to the island. Gameplay for One Piece Odyssey is a mix of puzzles and dungeons with traversal and combat. There's different skills and characters level up to get stronger in traditional JRPG fashion, but Bandai Namco has also been hyping up a system it's referring to as the dramatic scene system, where unexpected scenarios can crop up where, for example, Usopp might get intimidated by an enemy and need rescuing. In general, the plot seems to be about gathering the abilities and memories of the crew while on the island of Wofford. This essentially translates to leveling up over time in order to become more powerful and ultimately end up at the level of power the Straw Hats were before they were stranded on the island. On Wofford, the Straw Hat Pirates meet Adio Suerte, a wandering explorer, and Lim, a young woman with the abilities to steal people's abilities and seal them in a cube. She returns Luffy's straw hat and steals the crew's abilities, dispersing the cube that contains them into pieces. The pirate crew must find their lost abilities and explore Memoria, a world built from their memories. This takes the crew to recreations of Arabasta Kingdom, Water 7, Enies Lobby, Marine Ford, and Dressrosa, where they encounter familiar friends and foes. One Piece Odyssey is an RPG that puts players in control of Luffy, the other Straw Hat Pirates, and unannounced characters. 3. Players travel around an island, embarking on quests, exploring dungeons, solving puzzles, and battling creatures in turn-based combat. The main story is 20 to 30 hours in length, with additional side stories and associated quests. During fights, the crew is divided up between active party members and reserve members. All characters receive EXP, regardless of whether they are part of the active party or not. While Odyssey's gameplay is reminiscent of Dragon Quest, the game is also set to include the dramatic scene system, bringing random, unexpected scenarios for players to resolve in the midst of combat. Taking the form of miniature missions within Odyssey's encounters, dramatic scenes task the player with completing certain challenges, i.e. defeating enemies within a certain amount of turns, and provide rewards in the form of increased experience and loot. One Piece Odyssey is an upcoming console turn-based RPG developed by ILCA Incorporated, published Bandai Namco, and licensed by Shueisha and Toei Animation. The game's title first surfaced in June 2021 when it was filed for trademark, and the game was officially announced on March 28, 2022 as part of One Piece 25th anniversary celebrations.